Hey, what's going on? This is King Charleston, and you're watching XKing Chronicle.
Cause I'm bad all by myself.
I love my outfit, by the way. It's Miyake, darling. Yes, pants I made, darling. Fabulous. King Couture, darling. But I'm back, and I'm really happy to be here. Today, we are doing something special. It's called the Five Doves. What, when, where, and why. So, come on with me and let's get started. The first question is, why? Why music? Why King Charleston? Well, for me, I've been singing in the choir since I was a baby, and I had one experience, I believe, at church when I was like 7, and I was singing a solo, and I really wasn't feeling my best that Sunday, but I had to sing, and we had a guest choir. Trinity Baptist Church was good. Arlington and Jefferson, yeah, was good. You know, Rep put some money in the collection plate, was good. I went up there and I started to sing, and then I was just getting so much love from the choirs. You know how black choirs are. You know, they hype you up. That's the number one hype man. Thank you. And I feel like that moment I knew that this was for me. And it was huge because I started to cry. And I'm singing and I'm crying because I'm just like, oh my, I'm feeling this overflowing of joy, this overflowing of abundance. And it took over, and they didn't stop through the whole, they said no. And it helped me really project my musical spirit. And I think that was one of the moments I knew that music was for me. And I'm just really grateful. And let's move on to the next step. What was the first CD I ever purchased? My first album was Tina Turner, 24/7. I got it from Circuit City with my sister. That's where we used to get our CDs from when we was in downtown in the alley getting 5 for 20. But it was Tina, so I had to do it right. And I remember having the CD and going to my aunt's house, and I don't know if I left it there or losing it. No, I was the type of nigga who would walk around with his CD. I said, no, bitch, this is me. This is my life. You know how CDs were, bitch. I was important. Important, kind, and smart. This CD gave it all to me. And I just loved it. Every song. When the heart is over, I know I won't be. Go Ahead. Now, if you ain't heard Go Ahead by Tina Turner, go do it now after this video. Don't forget to subscribe. That song, she killed it. But that was, I feel like, me really speaking to my soul, you know, my spirit. And I know I'm kind of cheating right now, but my first hip hop album was Little Kim Notorious K.I.M. And I think I was 8 when I heard that CD. And that CD changed my life. So yeah, Little Kim, Tina Turner, it's a vibe. Veneno! Viva Veneno!
Wait, sit in front of the face.
Who is King Charleston? There we go, one king only. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter. King Charleston is a little boy from Los Angeles, California, who was inspired from the day he was born by himself, his spirit, his aura, his crown. It was something that I think that I've embodied just as a child. And music and fashion is my calling. I know it is. I grew up, you know, admiring my sister and everything she did in terms of fashion. The white suit she wore to Mount Vernon 8th grade graduation. Fabulous, darling. And my mother, my father even, and I feel like that's where it is. For my fashion, I would say it's a mix of, you know, high glitterati, glamorous fabulosity, and with a little bit of street cred, you know, some edge, some, you know, some Caribbean wiles and some fantasy, you know, that's all in combined with it. And I believe music has been an outlet for me to incorporate all of that. You know,
Charleston
is the life of the party, you know. We love a little cocktail, you know. We love a little blunt, you know, a little turn up. And I love music. I love smiling. I love laughing. I love acting. That's something that I've always been interested in. I was a 10 man in 3rd grade. Hey, Miss Calhoun, how you doing? Hi, Altaloma, how you doing? And I just, you know, I make my own rules, and I know that's something that is specific of me that I'm doing now. I'm creating the space and creating the world for myself and for all to join me. So if you want to come to Planet X, King Charleston, you're all invited, you know? When did I know that I don't know how to put this, that the music was bigger than me? I was recording for the first time ever with a really, really cool guy who lived on Figueroa and Slauson, and I would catch the bus to his house and we would record. And one day his brother was there. And when I was recording, his brother was young, very, very similar to me. He was a singer, you know, flamboyant, and just like had a beautiful spirit. But I believe when he saw something in me that day, and it was beautiful because I saw something in him that, like, in me, it was almost like vice versa. And it was just so cool because I saw that he was intrigued to see someone of his caliber doing something that, you know, they don't show us as possible, I would say, especially for young black men who are as free as I am, darling. And it was just a moment. I just felt that God was kind of showing me that whatever I'm doing, make sure that I keep my mission, my purpose, and my direction going in the right place, because, you know, people are watching. If you don't know, I'm English. 20% of the day. Alright, the last one is where. W-H-E-R-E. Where was your first concert? And my first concert, oh Lord, this is a story. First concert that I ever attended, where I paid for it with my own money, was Destiny's Child. It was in Anaheim. That shit was far. And I remember packing a big bag, catching the bus to Union Station, and catching the train to Anaheim by myself. This almost takes me back when I went to go see Beyonce for the Five Temptations premiere, but we'll talk about that later. We'll say that for you, Jimmy. Okay, so I caught the train. I'm down there. I got a big ass bag of my clothes, everything I'm gonna wear, and the concert starts at night at like 7, and I leave at like 10 a.m. in the morning. So I get to Anaheim, the damn stadium is closed, I'm by myself, and basically the plan is, my mom set up for me to basically get picked up from the Anaheim stadium, from a good friend of ours, and he picked me up, basically at night, and I spent the night at his house, but that was after the concert. Before the concert, it's basically 1 o'clock, and I'm in Anaheim, and ain't shit to do by myself with this big ass duffel bag of my outfit, of my look, because I wasn't wearing my look on the bus or the train. And I went to this cafe and sat in this cafe probably for about 4 hours. This little ass cafe. And time to get ready for the concert. You know a bitch, you know a hood nigga like me. I done went to the bathroom, took off, got undressed, bitch. I think I had an S-curl. I was in the bathroom washing my hair, doing my hair, getting fully dressed for the concert. I think I had on some Jordans, some baby blue, some white and baby blue Jordans. I looked fly, but the look was baby blue. That was the look. And I got dressed in that bathroom. I looked like I was in a Jaquan Soulja Boy remix featuring King Charleston. And I had this big ass bag when I left the bathroom, bitch. I threw it in the dumpster. Had all my shit. I walked up. One of the radio stations was in the parking lot. They saw me pull up. It was a full step and repeat. They gave me a shout out. I know they did. And I walked through the parking lot all the way up in there, and it was the best time of my life. I'm sorry, it was. And can't wait to hear the story of when you guys go to my first concert, because, honey, I'm here for it. Come backstage and tell me, honey. We could have a glass of champagne. You know, we could do as much as you want to do, honey, in the back, honey. You know, just holla at me, okay? But no, that was an event. And then Timothy Harris picked me up at the end of the night, girl, in the parking lot. I was screaming. I was in my bag. I was feeling my zhuzh. But it was fabulous. And yes. And those are the 5 W's. I hope you guys liked it and I hope you did your homework. 5 Dubs, West Side, Hollywood up to no good. You know who it is. It's King Charleston. You know, the baddest, the prettiest lover boy, the hot boy. What's good? You know what's good. I rule the world, jungle children. I love you guys. Make sure you take advantage of your purpose, your initiative. And remember, if you can't love yourself, how in the hell you gonna love somebody else?